All right, we're back. We didn't get pulled from the air, which is nice. I appreciate that. We've been reprieved. We've been brought back on the air. I thought we lost our license. Thought it had been pulled, Ralphie. I thought we were in trouble.
I'm not feeling bad about that because I don't have Jimmy Kimmel's talent.
Oh, there you go.
So what can I say? If they pull me, they pull me. But yeah, that's going to be a concern unless we stop the fucker in his tracks. And this whole Jimmy Kimmel thing has been, we're in the right direction. We're headed in the right direction, the way I see it. Okay. Hey, we were talking about Wally Bachman and whatever he is politically. It does make a difference. You're in front of 25 guys, and you don't want someone whose ideals are like Wally Bachman. That's all I was saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm not going to label him a Nazi or any of those things. Far be it from me. But he's not the kind of guy you'd like to go to a dinner and bring your kid to. And he's the speaker, you know. Anyway, I thought of something very interesting over the weekend that we could talk about, because you were fortunate, Lenny, that you were old enough to understand and feel the ramifications as a Dodger fan when Leo DeRocher ended up as a Giant manager. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I was a little bit too young, although I was alive, but I was a little too young when Leo DeRocher managed the Dodgers. I was only like 6, 7 years old at the time that he left. So when I got into baseball through my father, of course, as so many of us do, and became a Dodger fan because that's what my father was. And he told me about everything, how the game is played and who the players are and who we should root for. And Leo DeRocher was always the enemy. He was always the Giant manager. I was surprised to learn that he had once been the Dodger manager when I read the history of the Dodgers. I said, wow, look at that. Huh, son of a gun, that's really something. But he was the enemy for sure. When I became aware of baseball, we hated Leo DeRocher. So he was a turncoat, as they say. That always resented him going to the Giants, but he was a good enemy. He was a good foil. We really
absolutely. What a rivalry they had, and ironically, still have. The one thing about the move west is that they were able to keep that traditional baseball rivalry going.
Yep.
Right, and
good for them.
It's been beautiful. It's
not
been
so good
beautiful.
for the people in Brooklyn and Manhattan, but good for them.
Lenny, when it came time when the Mets were born, had you already been already not rooted for the Dodgers when they moved?
No, I did root for them, even though they moved. I mean, what else could I do? It's still the team. It's still those guys, Hodges and Snyder and Drysdale now and Furillo. I mean, these are the same guys. How can I not root for them? And it's even the same uniform, except for the LA on the cap. And but they helped me out by really sucking. The first year they were in LA, they finished next to last. I had never seen my Brooklyn Dodgers finish in the second division before. And there they were, next to last in the first year in LA. So any remorse that I had, well, not remorse, but any kind of sad.
Oh.
Oh, Paulie, are you there?
Yeah,
Paulie.
we're here. I dropped out again.
All right, you're back.
Yes, and we're still streaming. So
all right. Well, anyway, I would take the train all the way up to the Bronx with for 15 cents on the tokens, and 75 cents for the bleachers, and I would sit there and root against the Yankees, which was not an easy thing to do. You know, you're rooting for the Washington Senators to beat the Yankees. You know, it was very frustrating most of the time. Although they did beat them a doubleheader. I saw the Senators beat the Yankees a doubleheader back then, and that was just an unbelievable dream. You know, so I was an anti-Yankee fan, and then when the Mets arrived, of course, I was a big Met fan, big all the way. But still, in the early years of the Mets, because they were so terrible, when it came down to the end of the season, they were playing meaningless games, and the Dodgers were killing it. In 62, 63. I mean, they even reproduced their playoff swoon in 62 that they had committed in 51, you know, losing in the ninth inning, taking a 3-run lead into the ninth inning and losing the final game. They even reproduced that in LA. And, you know, and then they beat the Yankees 4 straight in 63. Wow. You know, so I couldn't not root for the Dodgers, but only when the Mets got good. The first time the Mets played the Dodgers, when the Mets got good, that's when I became really not a Dodger fan, not an LA Dodger fan. And
boy, I went through much the same as you did with the Giants. Yeah. And our interests and our commonality is incredible, Lenny.
And I'm afraid we're going to break up again. And we did. And here it is. Sorry, guys. That's it. Pause. I'm getting us back. I'm getting us back here. Fucking, you know what? Here we go. Jesus. I don't need to see that. I need to see this.
Had that I didn't have.
Yeah, so I keep dropping out, guys. I'm going to have to call this because of a count of rain at this point. Yep, there it goes. All right, guys, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Can we just do this later today? Shit. Fuck. Okay, I don't know what to do. Well, guys, sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just keep having a problem, and there it goes again. So I'm literally going to pull the plug on this right now. I do apologize, guys. No matter what I do, I get them for a second, and then they drop out.
For Paul.
Yeah, poor Paul is right. I'm over here. If there was a long enough rope to hang around stuff. All right.
So we're rescheduling?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should do a reschedule. We're still streaming live. But people will at least understand that we're having a connectivity issue. And so,
I'm sure it's fascinating to them.
oh yeah, it's totally fascinating to
An
them.
inside look, exactly.
Well,
Hey,
what's better?
Lenny, the first baseman ever in Met history passed away
Jim Marshall.
this year. Jim
Jim
Marshall.
Marshall, first Met to ever be booed by his home fans because he was
Right.
the last replacement for Gil Hodges on opening day in New York. And it was the first Met name that was ever booed by the Met fans.
And his middle name was Rufus,
Ah,
for
know
whatever that's worth.
that.
But I always called him Rufus. And he passed along with Davy Johnson. You and I haven't talked about that.
All right, somebody's alarm is going off. Is that you in your car there, Ralph?
Yeah, no,
What
it's
else
not
can
me,
happen?
but I
Could happen?
close. I
I'll
closed
look around
the
my
door.
room, see if there's anything I can do to screw this all up here.
Yeah.
How about if I hold up my book? That'll help.
Oh, there you go. Hey,
Anybody
at least
who's watching, anybody in the
it didn't
world.
drop the feed. Now my camera's frozen. That's
All right, but
hilarious.
is it still feeding?
Yeah, it's still feeding. I can see you move around the book.
All right,
So that's
this
a
is
good
a murder
thing.
mystery set in the last week of the 1951 season that led up to Bobby Thompson's home run. There is detailed description, sometimes from the ball field itself, of things that went on in all those games that led up to Bobby Thompson's home run, and a murder mystery all around it. Die Hard fan, it's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, hardcover and paperback, and also Nook and Kindle. Pick it up if you're a baseball fan. If you're a mystery fan, pick it up.
There you go. At least that worked. That's gonna be a good little promo there. Right on. So make sure to get you guys' copy today. And then we will pick this up. We'll see if we can pick this up either later today or even in the next 48 hours, because I feel like
later
we need.
Later today isn't good for me, unfortunately. So.
Okay, well we'll schedule it, but we'll schedule it more sooner than later. We won't wait until next week because that one's on me. I do apologize.
No
where else can we catch what you're doing there, Lenny?
Well, in Bethel, Connecticut. There's a rally every Saturday called No Kings, the No Kings rally. And I'm playing there. I'm playing all the great protest songs from the 60s and an original protest song that I wrote for the occasion and many other occasions. And I'm doing a benefit for the same cause called Rock This Democracy at a club in Bethel on October 25th. I'll speak more about that as we get closer to the date. But I've been trying to do my little bit here, just trying to help.
There you go.
You do crossword puzzles, Lenny.
Yeah.
And do you know the name Norma Steinberg?
No.
She wrote crossword puzzles a while back for the New York Times.
Okay.
Norma Fisher Steinberg.
Okay, yeah. I'll look for her name. Like on the Sunday Puzzles, Will Shorts, who is the editor, tells you a little bit about the puzzle constructor. So
it's been 40 years, and I remember her as Yes, No, Maybe Norma. But I have some very fond memories of that woman, and I hope she's alive. Yes, no, well, maybe. You know people like that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, Norma, hang loose. Paulie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Can you put in the commercials that we have?
Yes, I do, because we need to roll out of here before this crashes on us one more time. All right.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Give me a call. Give me a
Yep.
call and I'll check my calendar and we can reschedule.
Absolutely. We'll do that. I'm just going to mute you guys while I do this thing that I do. You guys, please go like, subscribe, and follow Ziggy on all social media on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. Get the live feed when we're rolling. I do appreciate your guys' patience. The last 2 weeks, we've really had network issues, so promise that will not be an issue going forward. Of course, Ziggy says, get some lightly used or even new children's books from around your home, wrap them up, bring them to your local Head Start program. Those kids can really use those books. Just like every program right now has been cut, this is another one that has gotten deep cut. So if you got some books, go give it to your local Head Start program. And then, here we go. Whether it's criminal defense, estate planning, or civil litigation, the answer is the law offices of Andrew Doja. Call us today at 510-865-1600 or find us on the web at dojalaw.com.
For tenant and landlord disputes, there's no other than the law office of Jeff Canberra. Call now 1-510-865-7369 and don't forget to tell them Zig sent you.
All right, guys, we're back. We're about to take off. Thank you for hanging in there, Lenny. We really, really appreciate you hanging in there through all this stuff. Zig, we're going to take off. Get us out of here like only you can, sir.
Hey, I just want to say, Lenny and Paul, I enjoy your company. That's you break it down. I hope that shows through to the audio, and if it doesn't, I still enjoy your company, and I really mean that. Both of you are near and dear to me. So hang tough, guys, and we'll talk to you when we do.
Okay, Zig.
We're out.
All right.
All right. Guys, see you next week in the zone. Until then. My mom always knew I was a high school dropout, but I guess now I'm just a network dropout. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.